Good afternoon. There's a medical revolution happening all around us, and it's one that's going to help us conquer some of society's most dreaded conditions, including cancer. And the revolution is called angiogenesis. And when angiogenesis is out of balance, a myriad of diseases. Cancer patients, anti-angiogenic therapy. Here, an experimental drug for a glioma, which is a type of a brain tumor. You can see that there are dramatic changes that occur when the tumor is being starved. Here's a woman with a breast cancer being treated with the anti-angiogenic drug called Avastin, which is FDA approved. And you can see that the halo of blood flow disappears after treatment. We were able to slow down that cancer's growth such that we were ultimately able to extend Milo's survival to 6 times what the veterinarian had initially predicted, all with a very good developed into invasive squamous cell cancers. So we created an anti-angiogenic paste. We had it painted on top of the cancer 3 times a week. And over the course of 7 months, the cancers completely disappeared and the biopsies came back as normal. Here's a cancer growing in the lip of a quarter horse named Guinness. It's a very, very deadly type of cancer called an angiosarcoma, had already spread to his lymph nodes. So we used the anti-angiogenic skin cream for the lip and the oral cocktail so we could treat from the inside as well as the outside. And over the course of 6 months, he experienced a complete remission. And here he is 6 years later, Guinness, with his very happy owner. What could we be adding to our diet that's naturally anti-angiogenic, that could boost the body's defense system and beat back those blood vessels that are feeding cancers? In other words, can we eat to starve cancer? Well, the answer is yes, and I'm going to show you how. And our search for this has taken us to the market, the farm, and to the spice cabinet, because what we've discovered is that Mother Nature has laced a large number of foods and beverages and herbs with naturally occurring inhibitors of angiogenesis. Cool is when we actually combine the 2 less potent teas together. The combination, the blend, is more potent than either one alone. This means there's food synergy. Here's some more data from our testing. Now, in the lab, we can simulate tumor angiogenesis, represented here in the black bar. And using this system, we can test the potency of cancer drugs. So the shorter the bar, less angiogenesis, that's good. And here are some common drugs that have been associated with reducing the risk of cancer in people. Statins, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and a few others. They inhibit angiogenesis too. And here are the dietary factors going head-to-head against these drugs. You can see they clearly hold their own, and in some cases they're more potent than the actual drugs. Soy, parsley, garlic, grapes, berries. I could go home and cook a tasty meal using these ingredients. So imagine if we could create the world's first rating system in which we could score foods according to their anti-angiogenic, cancer-preventative properties. And that's what we're doing right now. Now, I've shown you a bunch of lab data when blood vessels grow. So the question is, can we shrink fat by cutting off its blood supply? So the top curve shows the body weight of a genetically obese mouse that eats nonstop until it turns fat like this furry tennis ball. And the bottom curve is the weight of a normal mouse. If you take the obese mouse and give it an angiogenesis inhibitor, it loses weight. Stop the treatment, gains the weight back. Restart the treatment, loses the weight again. Stop the treatment, gains the weight back. And in fact, you can cycle the weight up and down simply by inhibiting angiogenesis. So this approach that we're taking for cancer prevention may also have an application for obesity. And this speaks to the role of angiogenesis in regulating healthy set points. Albert Szent-Györgyi once said that discovery consists of seeing what everybody has seen and thinking what nobody has thought. I hope I've convinced you that for diseases like cancer, obesity, and other conditions, that there may be a great power in attacking their common denominator, angiogenesis. And that's what I think the world needs now. Thank you.
아세요? 피부, 혈관, 뼈. 우리 몸을 구성하는 모든 세포들의 중심에는 DNA가 있다는 사실. 건강을 위해 DNA를 잘 지켜야 하는 이유죠. 뉴트리라이트 더블X의 식물 영양소, 비타민, 무기질이 항산화를 통해 DNA를 지켜줍니다. DNA를 보호하는 거죠.
81년 식물 영양소 전문가.